Beaton? Well, that's just late. We can. Lisa Blonde, Universal. Just get right to it. Tell us a little bit about Madge and the Nelsons and what makes them such a unique family.
Well, Madge, I play Madge Nelson, and Madge and her husband Walter, and their 3 kids are unique, and they the movie takes place in 1968, and I'd say the model for this family is sort of Brady Bunch, Leave It to Beaver, the perfect model family. And but the difference is Walter and Madge happen to be criminals. That's what they do. They rob banks and gas stations and museums and whatever they need to do. That's their family business. And they do it, and their kids do it, and they're unapologetic about it. And it's one of my first evil characters I've gotten to play, even though Madge is she's not evil at all. She's very polite and actually quite a good mother. She just happens to rob banks, and it's kind of it's a wonderful thing. And it's sort of similar to the Minions in that they serve evil people, but they don't think there's anything wrong with it, and they're lovely characters that you fall in love with, and they have big hearts, and they care about each other, and about you just fall in love with them. So I kind of equate them as having similar evil qualities that somehow look good on them. You know what I mean?
They wear it well.
They wear it well.
They
yes.
wear it well.
Yeah.
They're a very progressive couple, Walter and Madge, for the late '60s.
Yeah, in that they are the criminals. You mean they
That Madge is an equal to her husband and working.
Well, that's true. That's very I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, they are sort of a '60s family, but Madge is equally as adept at holding a gun and robbing a bank as her husband is, and she's teaching her kids to her daughter is getting the same experience as the son is. So yeah, they are very progressive that way. I never thought of it, but they're a great fun family. I was thinking about my family, and most we ever did together was take canoe trips, and that was about as wild as we got.
What does Madge think of these 3 Minions when they pick them up on the side of the road?
Well, I think, they almost run them over, so they kind of have to stop. And then Madge she's a mother, has a big motherly instinct, so she wants to take them in. They're small, little. She doesn't know what they are, but she knows that they need taking care of. So I think that's why she decides to take them, and she offers them food, and she's like, these you growing things. She doesn't know what they are, but she is immediately feels they need to be mothered, and I love that about Madge, that she feels that they need to be taken care of, because they do a little bit. They need to. And it's just wonderful that they happen to be going to the same place, to VillainCon, and they take great pride in their picking up these Minions, and then of course I don't want to give it away, but they're proud of their friendship with the Minions, with Bob and Stuart and Kevin.
For you personally, you've done your share of voice work. What did this bring you? Why did you want to join?
Chris Meledandri and I went to high school together, and so I've watched his career over the years and was so happy for his success with a lot of things, but especially with the Despicable Me movies, and the fact that they were going to do a whole spin-off on the Minions, and he asked me to be part of it, which is I attribute to our great friendship together, and to play an evil character like Madge is a lot of fun. It was a great deal of fun in the recording studio, doing all the different crazy voices I had to do for Madge, and all now you're going to be shooting a bazooka out of the back of the station wagon and make that sound, and what is that? It's such a creative, fun process, and Pierre made it a lot of fun, even though he was directing me from Paris, so it was a very international experience.